Libra, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August, moving into September 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card, just so we could test the waters here and see what's up for the lovely Libras. I hope you're all doing fantastic, my friends. But talk to me, my guides. What do we got for Libra? And yes, we're just going to take a quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself, and at the very end I'll pull you a bonus card with the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which I always find interesting. But let's get this card out here. What do we got for Libra, please, my guides? Talk to me. All right, that came out quick. So we do have this lady with the hourglass, the time, and I have been seeing her show up sporadically through a few different signs this week. Last week and past few weeks. So there could be something attached to the concept of time that's important to you right now. And we'll talk about all the possible onion layers when it comes to that. But before we do, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end. So you might want to check that out. Also, I'd like you to introduce yourself to the like button. I'm sure you two will be great friends. But into the reading we go. This card, you see the lady. She's holding the hourglass. The sands are slipping through her time. She looks very mystical. They're beautiful indeed. Now, whenever I see this card, I think of somebody is going through a situation where time is playing a factor. Maybe some of you have been waiting on something for quite a while, or you're waiting on time to elapse, waiting on the perfect timing. Okay, I will say this. There's never a perfect time for anything, usually. For some of you, this could just represent how fast time is moving. Now, it's very subjective in my experience. Some people feel like the years are flying by, like where'd all the time go? Some people feel like time is dragging. So just know that whatever it is you're going through, the concept of time could be playing a role of importance, okay? Whether it's waiting, whether it's elapsing, okay? So for some of you, it could even be something you've been dealing with or working with for quite a while. Let's get into tarot. As I always say, that doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote for us. So let's shuffle it up one time. We're going to get you these three in the upright before we get the intuitive, juicy stuff. What do we got for Libra? So last week's reading was pretty positive. Actually, the last 2 weeks have been really nice for the Libra. Last week's was an unexpected opportunity. The week before that was a big win incoming. So hopefully things have been going your way. Now, you know I like to title these readings very simply, but I was picking up a very optimistic type of energy for Libra the past couple of weeks. So let's see what we have this week. As you know, energy is always fluctuating, always moving. Only take this how it hits for you, because this could be the energy of other people you're connected to as well. Okay, thank you. All right, we do have the Six of Cups. There is a connection here to possibly childhood, and the concept of time is here, past. So we're picking up time in a couple of different ways already, and we only got the first damn card out. Okay, we have the Magician in position number 2. Very powerful. Okay, I'm picking up very powerful energies here, Libra. Let's get one more. You really could be creating something big. Okay, we have the Five of Wands, and that could be a bit combative, all right? So I think we're going to have a couple of different things we're going to have to look at here, Libra. This could be separate situations. It could be one situation, but we're going to go through. I'll give you the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy intuitive stuff, because we're going to have to break this down. So position number 1, we have the Six of Cups. Sometimes when this card shows up, you could be doing a lot of reminiscing. This could represent a person that you have a lot of history with, right? This could represent someone you have a lot of memories with. This could represent somebody you've known since childhood. This is a card of family. This is a card of soulmates. It could even be a card of past lives and past life regression, but we're not going to go that deep just yet. We still need to clarify. But there is a big focus on things that have already happened, or somebody you have history with. For a small portion of you, it can represent a soulmate here, though. In position number 2, we have the Magician. One of the biggest cards of creation, creating in the material plane, okay? When I see this card, I think of raw creative power, and I think of manifesting. Now, whenever this card shows up, yes, it could be about wish fulfillment, manifestations coming in, but just know you create your reality to some extent, either purposely or accidentally. Sometimes we are creator beings, and that's what this card tells us. We're a conduit for energy, and we do bring things towards us. So we're going to want to see what that's about. Now, the darker side of the Magician could represent control. So there might be someone around you that's a little over controlling. Let's not go there just yet. But on the back end, we have the Five of Wands. Now, this can be a bit of a warning, right? You see the imagery there, those two dudes, it looks like they're duking it out by a volcano. Now, the positives of the Five of Wands, it could represent somebody that has a lot of determination, that overcomes a lot of hurdles, right? Gets past the roadblocks. So maybe that's a theme of your life. Maybe that's a theme you're going through right now. This could represent tests from the universe. This could represent contest from every different angle, right? This could represent conflict and such. So we're going to want to watch out for this because it's very fiery and it's the energy of people butting heads. So there might be a warning there. We're just going to have to see, but it can be good. It can be determination. So with all that being said, Libra, let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, let's get this shuffled up one more time for my Libra friends and see what we got going on for you. My God, stuff, man. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research, rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the Six of Cups. And as always, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to the Libra Collective, you could drop it down below. I don't mind. You won't be stepping on my toes. So let's go in on this Six of Cups. And I do feel like I've been seeing that for you in recent weeks too. Like thinking about the past, thinking about the future, things like that. All right, yeah, there could be something from the past that you make peace with in this time. Okay, either something or someone that you make peace with in this time. There could be somebody wanting to mend a bridge as well. Somebody might be wanting to apologize to you, reach out, mend a bridge. That's just the vibe I'm catching here. We have Judgment in the upright. Now, this is a karmic card as well. So that was the first intuitive message I was getting. But for some of you, this could be Spirit asking you to look back on lessons you've learned, or some of you might be going through karmic lessons at the moment. But when I see this Judgment card, this spiritual action-based decision type of card, there is that big connection to the past showing up here for sure. All right, and I think a lot of you can make peace with someone or something that has elapsed already, especially if it's been something that's been lingering for a long time underneath the surface. A lot of you could make peace with that. Now would be a good time to be a peacemaker. We're going to go in on the Magician. I don't feel like I need to overcomplicate this. It's a simple but sweet type of message. But yeah, like for some of you, this Spirit might be asking you, like if I was talking about a person or someone you have a lot of history with, this could be Spirit saying like, that person was there to teach you a lesson. All right, this was a karmic lesson for you. Let's go in on the Magician here. So why is the Magician here for the Libras? Interesting spread this week, my friends. I really want to get over to that Five of Wands. Definitely a different vibe than we had last week. All right. Yeah, we do have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and you're really going to want to make sure that, like, you're not being your own worst enemy in this time. This could be a warning about one's emotions with the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, for any of you that don't know, this week I'm using the Vice Versa Tarot deck. And with this deck, instead of just reading uprights in reverse, it has, like, the front and back, front and back. So you got the back side of the Ace of Cups. Now, all aces are opportunities, but when I see the Ace of Cups in reverse, I think of somebody who is like emotionally unhappy, right? Someone who might be emotionally disgruntled. So just know, aside from what I already said, you might have somebody you're closely connected to that's feeling quite disgruntled, feeling quite angry, quite upset, quite mad, all right? That could be a big possibility. But also in this time, please don't be your own worst enemy. Okay, don't bring combatants towards you. Don't bring drama towards you. Now, I do know everyone wants to live drama-free, but we, like I said earlier, we are creator beings. Our thoughts, what we focus on, creates a lot of what comes into our life. I truly believe that. So be careful of what you're creating. Be careful of what you're focusing on in this time. Absolutely. So this could be a warning about that for sure. If not somebody just being disgruntled and upset that you're connected to. Maybe you're mad. Right? Maybe you're upset. Maybe you're mad. Well, let's go in on this Five of Wands. That could be a possibility with that Five of Wands. So we'll go in on that. Then I'll give you a quick recap before we get into the Shadow card. Some of you might be bringing an opportunity towards you. We saw it in last week's unexpected opportunity. Maybe an opportunity isn't all what it seems. Let's see what's going on with that Five of Wands. Thank you. All right, yeah, we have the Four of Cups showing up in reverse. This is some sort of sudden action, sudden change, sudden shift to me. Okay, once again, vice versa tarot, the backwards and forwards. This is the reverse version of the Four of Cups. And when I see that, I think of somebody like getting out of their mind, getting into action. So you might be ready to make some big moves, take some big actions in life at this moment. But I'm getting that like very spontaneous type of action here. Like something might change, and I don't want to say it's a conflict. I don't want to be a fearmonger, but there might be someone who takes a sudden or unexpected action, or something just picks up a lot of speed very quickly, because this is somebody like, all right, yeah, thinking's over, planning's over, all that's over, time to act, time to do it. Like, I'm going to do this. Okay, so do it that way you will. This is someone making some sort of move. So could it be conflict related? Sure. Could this be somebody willing and ready to move forward in life in general? Absolutely. But I am getting sudden action. So in the energy around the Libra collective, like, think of things picking up steam or picking up like a snowball going down a hill. All right, things could start changing and shifting suddenly. Okay, let's go through and do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Interesting stuff here, Libra. Really is. And remember, once again, this doesn't just have to be all for you. It could be someone you're linked to. But in position number one, before we get that shadow card, we have the Six of Cups with Judgment in the upright. So sure, maybe it's decision, choice making, stuff like that. But the main intuitive vibe I was getting was that of being a peacemaker, somebody wanting to make amends, or even yourself coming to peace with something that may have happened to you in the past. Something that has already happened, you could heal that in this time. In the center, we have the Magician with the Ace of Cups in reverse. It was giving me the big vibe as somebody being very upset, angry, mad. So watch out for that. You might have a disgruntled individual in your circle. But this was also Spirit saying, don't be your own worst enemy. Don't attract negativity to yourself unknowingly or unwillingly, because that's a possibility. Like, your manifestation powers are amped up in this time. On the back end, we have the Five of Wands with the Four of Cups in reverse. Like I said, this is explosive, fast, sudden type of action shifting or changing. Okay, so whether it's circumstances, whether it's someone's behaviors, there's this volatile energy on the back end of things picking up suddenly. Okay, so that could be good, right? You take it how it hits for you. But we're going to get you one shadow card here. Let's see what's in the shadows for Libra. Interesting reading this week. But yeah, we're using the Shadowland Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks for shadow work. And I always like to look within at the end of every reading. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. So what's in the shadows for Libra, please? All right, that popped out quick. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords showing up. So this could be spirit warning against spontaneity. And like I said in the main part of the spread itself, there was that spontaneous type of energy, sudden type of energy. Now, what is the Knight of Swords shadow side? Confrontational, extremely spontaneous. This is a fast-moving type of card. Now, for some of you, this could be another air sign that's left a mark on you, right? So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But if that's not it, like this, the shadow side of the Knight of Swords is somebody that's willing to take on all enemies, take on all fighters. This is somebody that wants a fight. This is somebody that wants a challenge. So you might be in that mode. I know Libras are usually peacemakers. In this time, you might be a little more confrontational than you normally are. That's what I'm seeing here with this Knight of Swords. And beware of spontaneity. I do feel like that's a bit of a warning here in the shadows, because that could come back around. So Libra, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of Dreams. It's one of my favorites. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which tarot suit you think is the most positive, whether it's Cups, Pentacles, Swords, Wands. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.